Hello, this is Mr. Bradsby. Good to be with you. Okay, last lesson we talked about was comparing with multiplication and division. Today we're looking at comparison situations that involve addition and subtraction. The last time we were talking about multiples of things, so that was multiplication. Today we're talking about more, less, difference. So these are all subtraction and addition. When you talk about a difference or how many more or less, you're talking about adding and subtracting. So here's a sample problem. Larry had a batting average of 735. Bob had a batting average of 410. How many more points was Larry's average compared to Bob's average? So here we have this question, how much more? How many more? And so we have to solve this and look at an equation that might solve it. So let's see here. If we do a comparison bar here, we could look at, and this is not to scale, but it gives us some idea. Larry's average was 735. Bob's average was a lot less than that, 410. So here's a comparison bar that shows what 735 is greater than 410. So how do we find the difference? Well, the difference would be this part here. What is this? D here. So 410 plus the D gives me 735. Do you see that? This is the amount difference. This is it right here. How much more do we need to get to 410 to 735? So we'll sketch that again. 735 and 410, and we need to find out what is this over here. How much more? So here we have 735, 410, and D. If you look at this, we have the 410 average plus D. Do you see that? We take this one here plus this one here. The total that we want to find out is the 735 average. So 410 plus something. Well, you could start guessing at what you think it is, but the easiest way would be then that we would have to subtract these. Okay? And if you want to write it down this way, that's fine. 735 subtract 410. So we subtract it. 0 from 5 is 5. 1 from 3 is 2. 4 from 7 is 3. So D would be 325. All right, does that make sense? We got one that says much more than the other, and what we're finding is the difference between them. And we drew these comparison bars so we could see what the difference is. Okay, yesterday we talked about, or last lesson, we talked about comparison bars because it was Sarah made 2 quarts of soup and Ryan made 6 quarts of soup. How many times does it take? And so you draw it out and you find out that it's 3 times 2 is 6. Here we're doing addition and subtraction problems where you're comparing them, and we use these comparison bars and try to figure out what it is. Another type problem in this would be, say, we have Andy went to the refrigerator and he saw that they had 6 Cokes, okay, and 4 lemon lime drinks, okay, 4 Cokes, 4 lemon and lime drinks. Well, how many more Cokes were they? That would be the problem. So we would have 6 Cokes, okay, and 4 lemon limes. So again, we're looking for what's the difference? How many could we get? And so it would become 6 over here, the 6, okay, is equal to 4, that's here, plus D, right? The total is equal to the 4 plus the D. So to figure out what the answer is, you know this one because you know that 4 plus 2, or we could subtract again, subtract it and we get 2. So D would equal 2. You can write that either way you want, but that's the answer. Here's the equation. 6 is equal to 4 plus D, and the solution for D would be 2. So you're getting the idea here. You do these comparisons, and then we have to figure out what the difference is. So your teacher can still answer any questions you have, and I'm sure they have some other examples or practice they'd like you to try. Thank you for listening today. You have a great day.